Hello and welcome to the Celtrino integration video on EDI managed services. My name is Patrick Redfern, Business Development Manager at Celtrino, and today we're going to speak with the Managing Director of Business Software Solutions, a partner who's been working with us for the last 15 years in delivering integrated EDI solutions.
Hi Patrick, thank you for inviting me along today. My name is Michael Kelsey, Managing Director of Business Software Solutions. We have been providing EDI software for 15 years now, working very closely with Celtrino in that time. We have delivered software solutions to over 120 customers at this stage. We've been operating in this space providing what is termed middleware, and we provide an interface for companies where they can take the transactions from their accounting package or their ERP system, create files and submit those then into the EDI through Celtrino.
Right. So Michael, thank you very much. 15 years of integrating, you've had lots of experience covering a lot of different types of systems. You maybe give us an example of the diversity of messaging and the diversity of accounts packages that you've encountered.
Certainly. As I say, we have over 120 customers. We've built interfaces to over 17 different accounting packages and ERP systems, ranging from Sage 50 to SAP to Sage 100, and in recent years then there's been a move towards providing interfaces with web-based accounting packages like Xero or Sage 1, etc. And
these are the software as a service accounting packages?
Correct, yes.
Okay. As opposed to on-premise?
That's right, yeah.
Okay.
Now, we've even gone back to AS400s in our day, developing interfaces of that. So, depending on what a customer is using, we are able to work with them, get the data from the system that they have, identify the transactions that they want to submit to their customer, and we build the file then and submit it into Celtrino.
Okay, and then what would be the typical expectations of your classic, we're mostly talking about the SME world here, what are the typical expectations and what level of support are they expecting as well, which a lot of these need a lot of hand-holding?
A lot are SMEs, not all. We have some bigger players, bigger companies in there as well, and they're working with all of the different retailers across Ireland, the UK, into Europe, etc. The main thing that they want is quality of service. They want to know that their invoicing will be done seamlessly, that there won't be any problems. If there is a data issue, if there's a problem with a file, it will get resolved very, very quickly. And that's something that, to be honest, we found Celtrino they're second to none on customer service. Like ourselves, they know that the invoice is the lifeblood of a company, and cash flow is king.
Yeah.
So it needs to get through. If there is a problem, they don't want to be hanging around waiting. They want an immediate solution, and that's what we've been able to do. We have people who understand the business. We know as I say, for 15 years we have developed this software. We know exactly what it does. We know what's expected when it's going in. All of the different retailers have their different data requirements. We know what they are, and we know if there's a problem, how to resolve it and move the problem quickly.
So the goal then is essentially to get the user experience of the client and their personnel, that they have a pleasant experience, that they understand the feedback they're getting, and if there's an issue they know exactly where to go and how to resolve it.
Correct. And a big advantage of EDI is once you submit your invoice electronically, you can track it, you can see where it's at. If there's a problem, you see it there and then, and it can be investigated immediately. So people have that sort of visibility, and that's very, very important. They also need to maintain control of the invoicing process through payment, etc. So the person who puts in their invoice, whether it's in Sage or whatever it is, they only have to put in the data once. We then extract that data and it's used, so there's no risk of data errors, there's no risk of data duplication or whatever. So they can see exactly where that invoice has gone to, and the customer can see it. So we're all talking about the same data.
Right, very good. So Michael, in terms of the delivering these services, which are vital to a lot of thousands and thousands of companies and the hundreds of clients that you've been helping out over the years, the level of collaboration with an EDI service provider like ourselves, can you describe, how important that is and how that works?
Sure.
And what the dynamic is then in terms of the customer's visibility of it and the customer's satisfaction point.
Okay. Typically, when somebody comes to us and they want an EDI service, they're under pressure. They have been told by their customer, we want you to submit your invoicing through EDI. We work with them, we understand what it is, who it is they're trading with. We get the details from Celtrino as to the parameters of the trading relationship. We set up a system within a matter of days, typically 3 to 4 days from starting working with a customer. We'll be having a test file produced. Then you go through a few iterations of submitting test files, submitting invoices, credit notes, and then you get sign off from the retailer. And once you're at that point, then you're ready to go live. So we're not talking about weeks long of a process. We're talking a number of days, and then maybe another number of days just to get a number of test files through.
Yeah, and then there's other scenarios in business where there's also dispatch advices or advanced shipping notices, and they again are dealt with in the same schema of interaction.
That's right.
Getting the data captured, getting the testing, getting the test files prepared, getting the test cycles completed right through end to end. There's I suppose an increasing demand for new message types as the world is evolving through what is traditional EDI to managed service EDI, now through what is called and referred to as purchase to pay. So we're going to see a lot more of extended messaging, which automates all the key business processes from end to end.
That's right. And again, EDI, it's a defined message set. So when you work with a value-add network like Celtrino, we are in a position to meet the rules that apply to the different messages. We do advanced shipping notices, we do dispatch advice, we do take purchase orders and integrate that with people's accounting systems. Invoicing is the key one at the minute, but as you say, there's a move towards more and more integration, and we can deliver that and get through the test process very quickly.
Very good. Well, Michael, thank you for that. It's been a pleasure.
Thank you very much. And for anybody who wants some more information, we set up a dedicated website called edi.ie, and it explains in there how simple the process is. We try and avoid the jargon. We work with the customer and deliver the end result.
So simple is best.
Simple is best, exactly.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks, Patrick.
Thank you.